Another movie review for you. This is Capone, released this year, 2020. It's directed by Josh Trank, who's also responsible for the screenplay. The cast in the lead role as Alfonso Capone, nicknamed Fonz, Tom Hardy. His wife May is played by Linda Cardellini. His friend, longtime friend, Johnny, played by Matt Dillon. Then other associates, Ralphie, played by Alspie Inensi, and Rosie, played by Catherine Nachi, and Carl McClacken plays Dr. Carlock. And there are obviously a number of other, but I think those are probably the prominent members of this. Tony, a son, unbeknown to the family, played by Mason Guccione. So here's my take on Capone, released in 2020 with Tom Hardy in the lead role. As a passionate lover of gangster movies and organised crime biographies, it was with relish that I sat down to get a fresh dose of drama concerning the Chicago crime boss Alfonso Capone. And in addition, I was equally excited at the prospect of seeing Tom Hardy in the lead role, considering his impressive filmography. The Revenant, Lockie, which I recommend to anyone, Legend, where he played the Cray twins, and of course in Mad Max Fury Road, to mention just a few. But here he's taken on the legendary figure of Al Capone, but the director chose to focus on Capone in the last year of his life, after being released on parole from Alcatraz prison while serving time for tax evasion. His health is in a continuing state of decline, both physically and psychologically. He's suffering from delusions, dementia, and his ongoing syphilis continues to worsen. And but he does have the benefits of residing in a luxurious mansion in Florida near the swamplands, and he does have his family there to cater to his physical needs. However, it becomes clear early on he suffers from incontinence and has lapses into delirium, often speaking Italian when stressed, angry and frustrated. The supporting cast deliver professional enough performances. Linda Cardellini is caring and attentive as wife May. Matt Dillon, a hood from Capone's past, has a brief appearance visiting, and his Dr. Carlock, played by Carl McClacken, is a frequent visitor advising about the deteriorating health. The FBI are also close at hand wiretapping to try and find out where a large source of money laundered loot is, and hoping that it will leak out. However, Capone's dementia suggests that he may have no knowledge of where this was, if in fact it does exist. There's also a mystery caller, a long lost son, unknown to all but Fonzie. That's his name used in the film. And this adds a little subplot that the movie is basically a one-man show. Hardy at ease with large amounts of makeup, prosthetics and nasal accents that owe some debt to Brando dominates the screen. His vulgarity, his slow speech, his occasional flashes of extreme violence propel the story, but even glimpses in nightmares of horrific images of the St. Valentine's Day massacre and the stark reality with a Tony Montana Scarface style rampage near the end with an automatic weapon pointed at his friends and guests in his grounds of his mansion for a celebration, really failed to ignite the film from a very depressing tale of an old man's deteriorating slide towards death. It isn't a bad film, really, as an account of the last years of a gangster icon. It's believable in part, but that isn't what I was looking for. Unlike The Irishman from last year, it lacked an engaging plot that sustained the viewer. And if that was deliberate, then Capone's character could have perhaps been explored in more detail. Situations with family members, fleshing out the relationships or lack of. In summary, I'll watch it again. For those of you who like biographies of iconic real-life figures, watch it. But be warned, shooting alligators for stealing fish from your fishing trip is more cartoonish than befitting an organised crime boss.